Well, let's start. Just swing gently. And as we turn, try to keep your hips straight and turn at the waist. So you're not doing this where your knee bends. You're doing this, just at the waist. It may feel a little strange. You have to get used to it, but it'll help you with the other Qigong exercises. This is called a circles joint exercise, and it's supposed to help your joints. And it's very simple exercises, but I think it's effective. So the first one is just a wrist rotation. So we hold on our arms and we slowly turn our wrists. And we just turn it backwards. Next, we put our hand on one hip, and we go make a circle with the other arm. And come up the middle of the body and out. And we go backwards. The other hand, sometimes when you have problems focusing, put your mind right here in the middle of your palm. And what I mean is that just look at it as it rotates. Now we do two hands. The opposite way. And you notice, because you're concentrating on the palms of your hands, your neck muscles get a nice workout too. These are called Tai Chi circles. So hold a big ball, and this hand's going to come down while this hand comes up, and then they're both going to make big circles. Now we make small circles. Rotating the shoulder and the elbows. Nice and gently. And backwards. Now we're going to hold with the big cauldron. And we're going to lift that up and down. Now we're going to do a grand Tai Chi circle. Two arms come down the middle. And we rotate the opposite way. And we rotate our waist. more hips, back, side, front, side. And I'm sure all of you are glad you're doing this at home and not in front of everybody else. The opposite way. Very good for your lower back. Now we're going to rotate the tailbone. So step in a little closer. And what we're going to do is alternate the feet like this. By lifting on our heels, you can rotate the bottom of your spine here. Now we're going to, again, slowly rotate the waist, only this time we're going to do a figure eight. So we come out, turn, back, out, back, and into the figure eight. And we're going to do a little stretch here with our leg. It's called a single leg stance. So if you feel a little wobbly, then you can skip this particular one, but don't want you to fall. So we put our hands on the dantian here, which is about 3 inches below the navel. And then we slowly put our weight on one leg and lift the other. Breathe slowly and naturally. Very good. I'm going to do the other side. Lean, put your weight on that leg. Slowly lift the leg up. Very good. This is called bouncing balls to the side. And then we always close with a Qigong, bringing our hands up to the forehead, the middle dantian, and the lower dantian. And the lower dantian is like our battery. That's where we store all our energy, our life force, and we're bringing it all, that energy that we just expended, and it's running through our body, and we're storing it into the dantian. Take a minute here just to relax, let our body calm down, review our body, take a scan. Is there any place that needs work? Maybe have a little joint problem. And then we come back. Very good. Shake it out. Now the next exercise, we're going to be doing 6 repetitions. You don't have to do 6. If you're new and not used to this exercises, then do every other exercise. That means you're slowing down, and then because that way you can see, stop, and then do the exercise as you go along. So you don't have to do 6 repetitions. In fact, you learn it better if you find out what your body is doing as you're doing the exercises. So this is Shibahsi. Shibahsi is 18 form style, and it was originated in the 1970s. And there's 8 groups of 18 exercises, of which 6 of them are published, and the other 2 are actually for instructors and medical staff and things like that. So we don't do that. And then 2 of them are actually a combination of all the exercises. And so we haven't really got into that yet because it's a little, you have to do actually double exercises. And so we're waiting for that. We'll get to that sometime. And so this is actually a set number 2. So let's start aligning our body. Our back is upright, our shoulders rounded a bit, our hands and arms to our side, our knees bent, the tongue on the soft palate, and we breathe normally. And you don't have to coordinate your breathing with the exercises. But if you want to, of course, that's up to you, but sometimes they get a little long, so. Okay, let's step out. And the first one, we're going to regulate the chi. So we bring our hands up, center, and make big circles, and you can feel the air coming against your palms of your hands, and it's like feeling your aura. You could feel the blood rushing up to your hands and the fingers, making them warm. And I'll be doing 7 repetitions. The first repetition is for you to review, see what I'm doing, and then we continue with the 6. The second one, we put our hands together like in a prayer, bend at our knees. This is called moving along the microcosmic orbit. And what we're doing is we're bringing that body energy down, around, up the back, over the head, and down into a circle. And that's why we have our tongue at the top palate, so that we can join the two circles. And we move out, extending our arms out as we stretch our back very gently. And if you want, you should visualize energy running from the top of your head, between your legs, and up the spine, back to the top of your head. Now we join two of the major meridians in the body. Now we turn to our side. One arm out, the other arm behind you. And concentrate again on the palms as wind blows through the willows. And to the other side. Now we're going to work on the lower half of our body, and we're going to search for the needle in the sea. So we sort of have a ball in our hands, and we step forward, come to our toe, and we delve into the sea, looking for that mysterious needle. It's like the needle in the haystack. The other side. This one is called fisherman casting a net, and some people can associate it with the cloud hands. We have a big ball in our hand, in front of our body, and one hand's going to go up, the other hand's going to go down, and so up and down. And as our hand comes out, it's like we're casting a net. Now, again, we use our lower portion of our body, and we don't want to go too further down on here, but if you want a really good workout, I'll show you in a second, you can go further down, and that really helps your legs. But right now, if you're just starting off, then do it more upright. So the immortal turns. It has two fingers pointing, the sword fingers, and then points, steps back, and lowers, like it's pointing. So just go as low as you can, or as low as you want. You don't have to go all the way down. Now we put our hands on our hips. And this is a good leg workout and also for your balance, called bad boy kicking. And so as we extend our leg out, we're going to bring it down, but we're not going to touch the floor. Make sure you have your balance before you kick. Very good. Now another leg exercise is the holy crane, worshiping the moon. So again, we're going to lower our body, and this time we're going to bring our hands together in a prayer motion, and the crane lowers to worship the moon. Now kick that back leg out and then come down gently. As we lift our hands up, the yellow dragon pushes out with his claws as we spread our fingers out. Now we're going to pull the bow to shoot the eagle. And you notice the back muscles are moving outward as you extend your arms. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our middle fingers in, push our thumb in, so we have two fingers pointing outward. These are the twin dragons. And the twin dragons are going to be emerging from the sea. So you step out, stretch out your back, and the twin dragons come up from the sea and then return back down to the sea. Now we go to the other side. Now we're going to cross the wild blue sea. As we come to the side and push out, and then gently let our arms float on the top of the water as we cross the ocean. And we come back to center. Now we're going to hold our hands in the big bowl again. And we're going to pretend we're a big, ferocious lion. But the lion loves to play with his ball. So we step out and push the ball out. On the other side. And back to center. Another exercise that has to do with the dantian. And this one, we're going to embrace the moon and bring all that energy back down to the dantian. So we turn to the side and we brace the moon and bring the energy into your storage tank here, the dantian. And now we have a visit from the phoenix, mysterious bird. It's going to spread its wings. We turn, and then we lift ourselves up onto our toes and lift our wings. Next one, we're going to step out and we're going to form our arms into a big arcs with our loose fists and this area here forward. You have to turn your wrists in a bit. And we strike the opponent's ears, like the head here. And the other side. and back to center. A lot of what we do has circles, ellipses, and they're exercises, and this is one where we're going to be circling the chi, that energy around the dantian area. It's like our hands are on top of the table or a platter, and we gently circle. And when we get to center, we do the opposite side. And now we collect the chi back down to the dantian. You can feel the life force flowing through your body, into your legs, your feet, up the back, into the shoulders, the arms, into the hands, and to the fingers. A nice warm energy flow. And we take a second to meditate, and bring all that energy to rest. Shake it out. This next series of exercises you can do anytime, in the morning, evening. After you sat down for a couple hours of TV, maybe you want to get up and just try stretching and doing some tap therapy. This is hitting the acupressure points in your body, allowing that energy to flow through. We always start tapping the fingers. And then the inner hands. The other hand. And we tap the outer hands. The inner forearm. The outer elbow. You can also rub, you don't have to tap. Gently massage under the arm using your thumb around 9 circles. Your arms contain big, important channel, so we want to gently rub them, tap them as we massage all the way up the shoulder and down to the hand. Nice rub. This is an important channel, so you may want to do more. You can do up to like 18. And the other side. And we want to gently tap our shoulders. And then tapping the abdomen. And the lower back. And the hips. And thighs. The outside of the knees. The inside of the knees. Back of the knees. Side ankles. Outside ankles. The shins. They say by tapping this area, you can walk an additional 3 miles when you're tired. Stretch. Then we run our fingers through the sides of our head here, just above the ears. All the way to the back where that indentation is. Gently tap cranium. Rub the temples. The jaw. And we gently want to pull on our ears. All that cartilage around the ear, just gently pull it out. And we're going to put our palms over our ears, and we're going to bend a bit, and with our fingers, we're going to tap the back of our neck 7 times as we bend over. And then we pop our ears, and again, pop. One more time. And pop. We gather all the chi, and as we gather, we gently, to ourselves, open our mouth and say, ah. We shake our wrists, our elbows, forearms, our shoulders. Our upper torso, our waist, our hips, our knees, our legs. This is like a trembling horse getting rid of the flies. And we do it all together, the whole body. And we come up onto our toes, and then we push our body down into the earth like a pole. And we usually do this 7 times. Now, we have a lot of energy. Some of us are very tired. So what we do now is bring our hands up back to the lower dantian, and we circle in a clockwise fashion 36 times. You can count on your own. And when you finish the 36, go counterclock 24 times. You can close your eyes as well if you wish. You're slowly bringing the body back to resting, gathering all that energy. Feeling the flow of the energy throughout your body. you're storing the qi into the lower dantian, and you can use that anytime during the day or night as you need it. I'll say goodbye to anyone who wants to log off and see you next week. If you want to stay, we're going to do our usual meditation that we started last week. We're going to lower our knees. And you can do it two ways, hugging the tree where the fingers point to one another, or you can lower the wrists. Each has a different aspect because when you're bringing the fingers out, your mind is wondering what you're doing. Are you going to grab something or what? And so the mind is set onto the fingers, or you can drop them down into the earth. Relax. So you're sitting on a high stool. Your breath should be nice and gentle. Keep your mind on your fingers. Let the thoughts of the past just rush through. Thoughts of the future rush by. Stay in the present. Concentrate only on the palms, on the fingers, on your breathing. Relax your abdomen. Relax your lower back. Relax your knees. Let your feet sink into the floor. Your head is zooming up into the heavens. Your feet is digging into the earth. You're holding the world into your arms. You're caring, you're loving, you're supporting. Enjoy. Bring columns of chi down 3 times.